Hello and welcome aboard Whale Pod to another episode of Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I'm your Captain Whale, and if you are seeing this uploaded, it means I am now back from the Seattle area after having helped my older brother, two of my aunts, one of my uncles, and two of my cousins settle my grandma's estate. So, with that in mind, let's try and get back to normal. First of all, we'll see that our Commander Shepard here has reached the apex of being a goody-two-shoes little paragon, so we are free to just accrue some bonus renegade points as we've already filled up the blue bar. So we can take some more renegade shifty shady action in order to get a little just bonus progress on the red bar. I don't think it's possible to get both all the way full, but if you are so inclined, once you have completely filled up one bar, extra points are, well, pointless. So you can feel free to just get some bonus in the other. Now, we have escaped the Exogeny building trap that the Geth set for us. And now all that's left to do is head back to Zhu's Hope and clear out the thorium problem there. After finding out exactly what is it the thorium had that made Saren want to seek it out. I will state the thorium was a very scary encounter on hardcore difficulty on my other playthrough, as the thorium's adds that it summons use toxic attacks which bypass shields and go straight to your health. I did also realize after recording the last episode that I forgot to actually turn in the side mission from Faidan to go clear out the Geth down in the tunnels that we got at the end of episode 10. So I did go back and redo everything in last episode, so even though our actions ended up being the exact same, we did turn in that one quest. And we might have found a couple different items than we had previously, because item drops in Mass Effect are still randomized. Yeah, a couple more interesting things that Mass Effect Legendary Edition has that were not in the original release.
What was that all about?
This is Juliana Bainham of Feros Colony. Please help us.
That's my mom. Stop! Stop the rover!
Okay, Elizabeth, you can go be stupid on your own. But the two things different between, well, two further differences I want to point out between Mass Effect the original and Mass Effect Legendary Edition is in Mass Effect Legendary Edition, there is a separate button for melee and for firing your weapon. In Mass Effect the original release, firing your weapon and melee were keyed to the same command, or to the same button. So you would fire if there were no enemies within melee range, but if there was any enemy in melee range, you would instead do a melee attack. Which could be a little annoying when you were trying to shoot down like a sniper in the back, and one of the troopers up in the front was doing a bit of a bull rush. The other big difference is, actually I completely forgot what the second one was, so I'll come back to that if I remember what it is. Oh yeah, now I remember, but we'll do it after this.
You can't do this, John.
Everyone shut up! Let me think.
What's going on?
You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here!
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Lisbeth!
Damn it! Come out where I can see you! All of you! Shepard, damn it. I knew it was too much to hope the Geth would kill you. I found some interesting facts about you in the Exogeny database. I know what you did during the Blitz, but your heroics aren't needed here.
Not this time, Jong. You need to back down and let them go.
You don't understand, it's not that easy. Communications are back up. Exogeny wants this place purged.
This is a human colony, Jong. You can't just repurpose us.
It's not just you. There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
You're after the one unique thing Feros has, the Thorian.
The what?
It's a telepathic life form living under Zoo's hope. It's taking control of the colonists there. Exogeny knew all along.
You won't get away with this, Jong.
So you keep saying, but nobody's gonna miss a few colonists.
So before we choose our next thing here, I just wanted to point out these two speech options require ridiculously high thresholds to pass. As I was stating last episode, my other Commander Shepard, male Shepard, who came through here, had 10 points put into Charm already, and this was still grayed out. However, we're still not going to choose it because, yeah, Jong, you're kind of an a-hole. So I'm going to say this requires at least 11, maybe even 12 points in your respective speech skill.
You've gone way too far. This ends now.
If that's the way it has to be, heck, come on, come on!
As if we don't have enough problems. Now we're shooting each other in the back.
It's my fault. I knew what was going on and I didn't do anything.
Don't you start. You do good work, and you know it. So what now, Commander?
I need to find out why the Geth are after the Thorian.
The colonists won't let you near the Thorian. They die first. They're under its control.
What else am I supposed to do?
There's gotta be another way.
I think there is. You could safely use a nerve agent to neutralize the colonists.
Like a gas grenade.
Releasing clouds of nerve gas doesn't seem like a particularly good idea.
It's not like it's weapons grade. The insecticide we use in the grow labs contains trace amounts of tetraclopine, a neuromuscular degenerator. If their nervous systems are already weakened, it may act as a paralyzing agent.
If we must consider it, drop it in a concussion grenade.
Sounds good. I'll do what I can.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Commander.
We need to equip our grenades with the anti-thorian gas upgrade. This will disable infected colonists without killing them.
We'll stay out of your way until you clear a path.
And surprisingly, shooting Jong in the face there still got us more Paragon points. But he deserved it. He's just the definition of a slimy corporate executive. I recently did a bit of a story time with Whale series on a little visual novel called 7 Days of Rose on the channel, where the title character's parents are very similar to Mr. Jong there, where they, well, they show off the worst in humanity, and basically, one thing I can say for sure is that people like Jong and people like these other characters from this visual novel can definitely get a capitalist and a socialist to agree on one thing, and that is that these people are terrible human beings.
Any luck finding my workstation out in the ruins?
I managed to find the data and transfer it to your OSD.
That's very good news indeed. Thank you.
I was there anyway. It was the least I could do.
Well, I appreciate it. Here, you've certainly earned this. Thanks again, Commander.
And thank you for that sizable amount of credits and Omnigel. So yeah, Jong's death does make the galaxy a better place, even just by a little bit. I'm not going to be bothered to persuade with someone who doesn't even value the lives of his own employees. And thinks that it's a bad idea to have any sort of military hero helping them out save their freaking colony. Die, you stupid Geth giraffe. Here, we actually are going to take a minute to apply our points on the squad, because it is going to help us out a little bit here. We're going to get assault training up to advanced adrenaline bursts so we can refresh all our cooldowns more often, and keep working on shock trooper in order to get the further improved adrenaline burst. I guess we'll also give Caden some crap as well. Let's get him better at throwing things. And let's get Rex healthier and closer to master immunity. Oh yeah, 2 other changes, the one that I forgot about and one extra. Immunity got severely nerfed. I do believe in the original release it was simply just a passive skill that greatly reduced how much health damage you take. Now it's an active skill that even more greatly reduces the health damage you take for only 6 seconds. This is actually really helpful for taking on some higher level side missions early in the game, because enemies won't have quite so insane damage reduction and will instead just be able to pop their immunity just like you can. The other one, which is the one I forgot about earlier, is in regards to ammo upgrades here. Things like the tungsten rounds and shredder rounds that deal extra damage to synthetics and organics, respectively. Shredder for organics and tungsten for synthetics. They do not have versions that are rank 8 and above, so in the original version, they would just stop dropping once you reach higher levels. And as you sell or break down for Omnigel things of lower rank quality, you would just run out of these mods, and they can be useful in some places. So in Legendary Edition, even if they still don't have rank 8, 9, and 10, the rank 7 variants of them can still drop from higher level enemies. Oh yeah, one last thing. Sorry, guys. Okay, anti-thorium gas 1 is equipped. We do indeed have what we need to not splatter these colonists all over the walls. Much weaker than on hardcore.
What is that? There's no way that's human, infection or not.
No hitting the colonists, even if the thorium makes them fire on us. That's what the gas grenades are for.
And that's what biotic barriers are for. These grenades also one-shot thorium creepers, so they're useful even against not the colonists. And it is situations like this where a bottomless assault rifle really comes in handy. Alright guys, time for you to take a nap.
Incoming!
Man, didn't quite get all of them here. There are some grenade caches, so we don't have to worry too much about running out here. Okay, you should probably worry a little bit about running out, but it's not going to be too severe as, well, there's a cache that I believe will just instantly replenish all your grenades when grabbed. Okay, there we go. Sometimes the grenade blasts are very uncooperative. Right.
They are definitely protecting the warehouse. We've got to move one of those trucks.
Okay, here's where it should be. Yes, you can just get 5 extra grenades from there. That wasn't a top-up because I believe we only had 1 left. Let's go ahead and lure the creepers back so they're less in the line of fire. "16 colonists alive still." we fought to where we need to fight to.
I tried to fight it, but it gets in your head. You can't imagine the pain. I'm supposed to be their leader. These people don't trust me. It wants me to stop you, but I won't. I won't!
And that is why we had to go back and redo last episode off camera in order to be able to turn in that quest. Because by the time we ended last episode, we had already passed the point of no return, where as soon as we made it back to Zhu's Hope, they would have been hostile. And once Faidan offs himself like he does just there, it's impossible to turn in that quest. Or that side mission. And it doesn't even just gray out like it's, oh, you failed. It just is one sitting there that can never be completed.
Okay, by the numbers. We just need to find... What is that?
That does not look like any plant I've ever seen. This may be... problematic.
That thing's green!
Your every step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose. I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren. You are within and before the Thorian. It commands that you be in awe.
You gave something to Saren. Something I need.
Saren sought knowledge of those who are gone. The old growth listened to flesh for the first time in the long cycle. Trades were made. Then cold ones began killing the flesh that would tend the next cycle. Flesh fairly given. The old growth sees the air you push as lies. It will listen no more.
I don't argue with plants. Give me what I want, now.
The Thorian is a piece of this world, extending across the land and back through the ages. You can no more kill it than cut the sky. Your blood will feed the ground and the new growth.
We don't negotiate with terrorists or plants. It appears she's at least heavily resistant to or immune to melee damage. And these things we don't want to get in melee range of. Well, maybe here it wouldn't be that bad, but we definitely don't want to let these guys get within melee range. We also have other options to keep them out of melee range if you so desire. Kaden, get out of my way. And with this node dead and gone, we proceed upward.
A few more of those and it's in trouble.
And Green Girl's back again. That's the whole deal with this boss fight. You take down the clone, gun down all the Thorian creepers, and then you proceed to destroy the nodes that are anchoring the Thorian to the side of this structure. Let's go ahead and give some of these guys a lift. Kaden, what are you doing? Being an idiot, obviously. Wonder why those guys aren't getting up and doing nothing to defend their master. Maybe they will once we start shooting the actual node. But we'll be for sure to take whatever is in here. I'm just gonna see, are these guys still sleeping on the job? Okay, no, they eventually charged us as well. I made short work of her. That is something you should never do on the higher difficulties. These things will still one-shot the Thorian creepers even here. These things being the Thorian grenades, of course. And stay down. Note these Thorian creepers do take very little damage from melee, it would seem, as that is with a very high level melee damage buffing mod on our armor. And with a very high amount of points put into assault training. And that's another node down. Another green girl's joining the fight here. On higher difficulties, this kind of cavalier attitude would have gotten us killed multiple times already. Well, you know what else has to drop, Caden? I'm not going to say that the answer to that question out loud. That is for Caden to discover on his own, when he's not being mauled to death by these freaks here. Let's go ahead and just throw him. Let's also wake up, Caden. All right, that spot there does get a little dicey. Fortunately for us, we are overpowered. Heading out of my way. And the Thorian goes down. After all the anchors holding it to the wall have been destroyed. Someone went from being that thing's green to being my favorite color.
I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
Is everything all right? Are you hurt?
I am fine, or I will be, in time. My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
Are you saying Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
Typical Asari meddling. About time it bit you in the ass.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
That's what you get for trusting Saren.
Saren is quick to betray his followers, and his allies. Once he had what he needed, he ordered his Geth to destroy the Thorian. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
What's the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
So the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory. A viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
I need that knowledge to stop Saren.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us, one to another. Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind to live. Each emotion must mark another's spirit. We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glorious existence. Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity. I have given you the cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are part of you now.
What just happened? Are you okay?
I saw something. It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift, the experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
You look pretty rough. We should get you back to the ship.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the Thorian?
When the creature enveloped me, I became part of it, but I still don't truly understand it. So alien, so ancient. Its exact age is impossible to know. It measured time differently. 10,000 years of hibernation broken by a few frantic centuries of activity. Its mind was awesome, magnificent. It transcended all classification. And now it is gone.
Don't tell me you feel sorry for that thing.
The Thorian was a unique life form. A sentient being that lived for 50,000 years, maybe more. There is nothing even remotely like it in the known galaxy. I'm grateful you saved me from a life of thraldom. Yet I cannot help but feel some sorrow for the loss of such a rare and remarkable creature.
What else can you tell me about Saren?
There is little I could tell you that you do not already know. He's powerful, he's charismatic. And he is dangerous. Once I followed him, blind to his true nature. But now I see he's leading the galaxy into an age of darkness and suffering.
Do you know what the conduit is, or where it is?
No, I'm sorry. All I know is that Saren believes the conduit was the key to the Prothean extinction.
Well then whatever it is, we can't let him have it.
You have the cipher. In time your visions will clear. They will lead you to the conduit. I only pray you find it before Saren does.
I want to know more about you.
There is nothing remarkable about me. I was merely one of Matriarch Benezia's disciples. For nearly 2 centuries I followed her, learning at her feet. When Benezia revealed her plan to join Saren, she gave her disciples a choice. Only those who were willing had to follow her. Many felt her plan was too dangerous, but I believed in her. I thought she could turn Saren away from his insanity. Instead, we joined him in it.
Now that you're free of the Thorian, what are you planning to do next?
If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists. They have suffered greatly, and I played a role in their suffering. I would like to make amends.
The colonists will need all the help they can get. They'll be happy to have you on their side.
Thank you, Commander. May fortune smile upon you.
You've doomed another Asari, though.
You did it.
I let you
With the
live.
Thorian gone, we can start rebuilding for ourselves again. And we're free of Exogeni's threats. We're back to being just a little nowhere colony. Thank you, Commander.
So, because I let, Blue Girl here live, formerly Green Girl, well, there'll be a reckoning for another Asari a little bit later. So I'm pretty sure she's harmless to leave alive later into the trilogy. But I know another one will turn out to be a little bit more dangerous down the line. Oh yeah, that's the thing, Mass Effect, the name is not just because of, well, the Mass Effect technology that enables faster than light travel. It's also because of the massive effect you have on shaping the galaxy. And those choices and decisions you make do carry out throughout the whole trilogy should you choose to import a career from one game to the next. But we're done here on Feros, so in the spirit of the memes, I should go.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Commander, you look pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the cipher?
The cipher shook me up a bit.
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
So, we just got laid by one Asari. Let's go ahead and, let's go again for round 2.
Do it. Hurry. We don't have much time.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity. That was incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Did you see anything?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the Commander's mind is incomplete.
You sure you didn't come across any kind of clue or hint? Something we might have missed?
Everything I saw, you already know. You were right about the Reapers. The Protheans were destroyed by a race of sentient machines. I think it is obvious there is a connection between the Reapers, the Prothean extinction, and the Conduit, but I did not see anything that would help us find it.
What's our next move?
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision, what was there at least, but something was missing. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... oh. I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Dr. Chalkwash should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
We're done here. Dismissed.
I've sent off the Feros report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, Exogeny should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
The only reason to study a creature like that is to figure out how to kill it.
Yes, kill it. That's how you humans usually deal with things you don't understand.
The Thorian enslaved and killed innocent civilians.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
I never jeopardized the mission.
That's good, Commander. Stopping Saren is your primary goal. Everything else is secondary.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
And the council's just a bunch of big stupids anyway. Who needs them? Am I right? But with that, that is where we're going to leave this episode of Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I have been your Commander Whale, and I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Do make sure to smack the like and subscribe buttons if you have not done so already, with a shotgun blast, and do remember that comments are always welcome down below. Now, that said and done, I hope you all are having fantastic days, WhalePod. Make sure to stay cool, stay classy, and most importantly, stay healthy. But until next time, and this is Captain Whale, signing off.